Welcome guys back to my channel Dr. Cellphone Knowledge. Today I will lesson about X-ray. We will discuss about X-ray properties, soft and hard X-rays, filtration methods, some terms used for X-ray determination, X-ray absorption and X-ray unit. X-ray properties. X-rays are photons carry enough energy to ionize atoms and disturb molecular bonds. These make this type of ionization radiation are therefore harmful to living tissue. A very high radiation dose over a short period of time causes radiation sickness, while lower dose can give an increased risk of radiation-induced cancer. In medical imaging, this will increase in cancer risk. The ionization capability of X-rays can be utilized in cancer treatment to kill malignant cells using radiation therapy. It's also used for material characterizing using X-ray spectroscopy. This image will show you how X-ray look like. Soft and hard X-rays. X-rays with high photon energy are called hard X-rays with short wavelength, while those with lower energy and longer wavelength are called soft X-rays. Hard X-rays are widely used to image the inside of objects. They are also useful for determining crystal structure by X-ray crystallography. Soft X-rays are easily absorbed in air. Inverse square law. This law is used to determination X-ray intensity by equal the X-ray intensity are equal inversely with the square of the distance. So the distance are close, the intensity will be high. The distance will be farther, the intensity will be low. The center array. In the X-ray beam, photons that travel in the center of the cone of radiation are called center array, and they are commonly used to fix and locate the position of the X-ray beam. So the function of a center array is fix and locate the position of X-ray beams. The filtration. X-ray of the long wavelength are no need in diagnostic radiology because they have no penetration power, but still contribute to patient exposure risk. And must be removed from the X-ray beam by having the beam pass through the aluminum disc. These discs may be built into a machine by manufacturer or might be added by dentist. So the function of aluminum disc is to filter the long wavelength because they don't have any penetrating power. The effect of a filtration on X-ray beam is the absorption of most of the long wavelength photons, soft X-ray, so that will be resulting X-ray beam with constantly main of short wavelength photons with high energy and high penetrating power, those called hard X-ray beams. Here in this picture we can see the soft X-ray beams in black, the hard one in red. This one is the aluminum disc for filter them. It will allow the high energy X-rays only. Other filtration part. Inherent filtration consists of material that X-ray photons encounter as they travel from the focal spot on the target to form the usable beam outside the tube enclosure. The material include the glasses of X-ray tube, the insulating oil that surrounded the tubes, the barrier material that prevent the oil from escaping through the X-ray port. Collimation. Collimator is a metallic barrier with a hole in its center, used to control the size and shape of the X-ray beams. The hole is either round or rectangle in shape. Rectangle collimator reduces patient exposure more than the round collimator because it produces a beam slightly larger than the size of intraoral film. Here in this picture we can see the collimator. How it looks like. This is the part of collimator, its secondary mirror and spider veins, reflection of primary mirror, etc. X-ray spectrum. X-ray beam consists of mainly photons with different wavelength and energy because electrons don't give up all their kinetic energy. The potential voltage across the tube change constantly as the voltage varies. Definition of terms used in X-ray interaction. Scattering. Change in direction of photons with or without losses of energy. Absorption. Deposition of energy. Attenuation. Reduction in the intensity of the X-ray beams caused by absorption and scattering. The attenuation is summation between the absorption and scattering. The ionization. Removal of an electron from natural atom. This is the meaning of ionization. Focus on them. Absorption of X-ray. X-ray are absorbed by any form of matter, solid, liquid, and gas. When photons reach an atom, four things happen: coherent scattering, occurs when the X-ray photon interact with a whole atom so that the photon is scattered with no change in internal energy for both. In the picture we can see the photon enter the atoms. They will go out of the atom with no change in its energy. The red line is the energy of photons. The second absorption type is the photoelectric effect. X-ray photon react with the electron of the tissue atom, and this photon disappears and deposits all its energy, called pure absorption. The electro tissue atom ejected with a part of energy into further tissue interaction with other electron of other tissues. This high energy ejected photoelectron behaves like original high energy photon. The meaning of photoelectron is the electron that deposits all photon energy in it. They are responsible for the major ionization within the tissue. Here in this picture we can see the photon that enter the atoms. They will deposit all its energy into the electron, this one, and they are disappeared. The electron will call the photoelectron. The third one is COMPTON effect. This is the scattering of photon by charged particles. These charged particles are usually an electron. It results in decrease in its energy. So this is the incoming X-ray photon will scattering to out of the atoms, and they will release the outgoing electron. Number 4, pair production. This occurs when the X-ray photon interact with the nucleus of the atom, and its energy is completely absorbed by matter. This interaction produces pair of particles, an electron and a positively charged positron. This picture we can see the pair production. The photon enter the atoms, interacting with the atoms, and they will release two particles, negative electron, positron, positive. X-ray unit. Roentgen, a unit of radiation exposure for X radiation or gamma radiation. The amount that will reduce under normal condition, pressure, temperature, and humidity. Now we finish our lesson. I hope you enjoy and get benefit from my knowledge. Please like and subscribe and visit my Facebook page.